Hello Taurus, this is your June reading for signs of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Taurus. It's a general read. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry, it's not your story. Please take the bits that do. Thank you for all those that have recently subscribed. I think since the last Taurus video, there's been an extra couple of hundred of you. Fantastic, it must have resonated. At this moment in time, I'm not doing personal readings. I know I said I was, but I'm not. It's just, it gets too much with the amount of people that can't be patient when I explain that, especially if you want video readings and it takes a while to upload. I get messages like, where is it? And I'm just not doing that. So this moment in time, I'm just going to concentrate on YouTube. There's also links to my Instagram, maybe Twitter, and I'm going to look at TikTok. That is the way forward, apparently. Anyway, enough of me going on. This is a love reading for June for Taurus. Let's have a look what we've got for you. We're going to look at past, current, and see what messages we've got for the future. As you know, the way I do my readings, if it becomes apparent from the cards that you are dealing with somebody, we go and look at their energy and see what we can pick up that way. If not, we have a look at if there's anything new coming in for you. And that's the way we do it. Okay, Taurus. I think for May, can't remember what you got. It was quite an intense reading. May was for you, if I remember rightly. Right, so that way to come out in the upright position. So, Taurus could be another earth sign you're dealing with. It could be a Virgo. It could also be Cancer. We've got earth and water here, mainly earth. So, again, it could be a little bit early to tell, but it could actually be another earth sign that you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, of course. Just take that if it resonates. I think we've been waiting on something. I'm getting the vibe, I'm getting the feeling that you've been waiting. Especially in the past, something has been slow moving, almost not coming together. It could be to do with a relationship. It could be that, I don't know if you've been waiting on somebody to either come forward, make a move, message you. But especially with the Hermit card here, as well as the Chariot in the upright position, something's going at an incredibly slow pace, almost not going anywhere, is I want to say. I mean, there is a little bit of movement with the Chariot, but, you know, it's incredibly slow. But I just get that you're waiting on something. I don't know if you're waiting on another person to make a move. But whatever it is, you're not the one that is making the move. You're kind of doing this, you're kind of in the hermit mode here. You're kind of taking some time out, focusing on your own feelings, that kind of thing. I just get a lot of weight. It's a lot of slow moving energy as well. Almost stagnant. Yeah, I think you have let something go though. It's almost that saying that if you let it go, it might come back, that kind of thing. And I think that's what you've been doing, certainly for the beginning of the year and into what we are now, June, because we're looking at past energies. There's something that, I don't know if you've been forced to let go of, or that a connection between you and somebody else hasn't been happening. So you've had to take a step back and really think about things. I think you still want to move towards this person, but for some reason you're not. So obviously we'll have a look at anybody that you're dealing with. It could be on their part. But there has definitely been some sort of a connection that has, I don't want to say broken up, because, you know, I'm not second guessing it. I'm just going off the cards and the energy. But there has been some kind of, obviously we're doing a love reading, so I want to say that it's a relationship that hasn't gone anywhere, that you wanted it to, or it could have possibly have been somebody that you were connecting with that you no longer are, but you want to. But there is an air about it that you've been forced to let them go, and it's kind of made you take a step back and go in, kind of, you know, not almost depression or anything like that, but it's kind of made you feel a little bit sad, a little bit. I think it was something that you really wanted and you were hoping it was going places. And you're still kind of holding on that this person might reach out or might come back to you. That's what I'm getting. Look at past energies for anybody that you're connecting with. Again, could be a Cancer, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What are the past energies for the person my Taurus was connecting with, please? What are their past energies? Then we'll have a look at why it's all happening. Thank you. Again, earth and water. So this person, it could actually be another Taurus like yourself, or they could be a water sign with earth placements or an earth sign with water placements. That is what I've got. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. So, High Priestess is here. I don't know if the person you're connecting with kind of... I get the need for closure on your part as well. I get the need for answers is what's coming through. I don't know if this person broke off the connection and not disappeared, but didn't give you a reason for breaking that connection off. And this is what's left you kind of reflecting on things, reflecting on a relationship, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's almost like they had a realization about something. I don't know if it's to do with the relationship between you. It could be whatever else they had going on in their life, but there was something came to light and they kind of had to move away from you in order to get their thoughts a little bit clearer, whatever that might be, if that resonates, and obviously that's a message for you. There's also an air of element as well of them not having closure. There's kind of something that keeps them tied to you as well. I mean, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There is something here that it might be that they often think about you, or sometimes they might think that they could have done things a little bit differently. And that plays on their mind a little bit as well. A lot of sevens here, so I don't know if that's a significance to you, whether you met somebody on the 7th or you live at a number 7 or something like that. Again, doesn't have to be, it's just what I'm picking up on. But there's something to do with the number 7. Yeah, I want to say they haven't forgotten about you. There is just no communication between the two of you, or it's very, very, very little. As you've got the Chariot, which is slow moving energy, so it's like this connection isn't dead between the two of you. It hasn't in the past. There is something, especially, I mean, I think this has been going on for quite some time. I think you've been in separation from this person for quite some time, but you're still thinking about them and wishing that, you know, things were a little bit better, and they're still thinking about you and reflecting on how they handle things. So you're both very energetically linked to one another. It's just that this didn't come together in the past for whatever reason. What are the current energies for my Taurus, please? What's going on currently? How does my Taurus currently feel? Oh, okay, that flipped out. Thank you. Again, a lot of earth energy, but then I am reading your... energy. One more, please. So how my Taurus currently feels. One more shuffle. Okay. You want things to change. Again, I'm getting that you still not got the answers that you require. You still, it's almost like you want a conversation with this person to try and find out what the hell is going on. I get the feeling that this person withdrew from you. I've had this storyline before, and I don't know if it was your reading for May and we're still kind of roughly in the same place, or it was somebody else, and it could be a similar sign. Maybe you were connecting with a similar sign, but you know, never mind. It's just, I just get the feeling that you haven't had the answers that you require, and you're, I don't want to say desperately searching for those answers, because you're not making any movement towards this person. You're kind of letting go in the hope that they'll come back to you, but you're still wishing, you're still hoping that you can have a conversation with this person to try and sort out. Again, they've left you, and they've left you with a load of answers as to why things were going great, and now, you know, you're confused. My Five of Pentacles is usually a thing for change, but I get it, it's the feeling of how you're feeling a little bit left out, and it's because this person withdrew the love without any warning, and it's left you feeling out in the cold, feeling a bit down, feeling just wondering why this is all happening. I think in your mind you want to take action towards this person, but especially with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here, it ain't happening, it ain't coming together for whatever reason. I don't know if this person's got you blocked or anything and you can't, or you just feel that it wouldn't be a good reaction if you reached out anyway, which we'll look at how the person currently feels about you anyway. But it's almost like you're in this, I want to contact them, but I want to do things differently. I want to change. I don't know if some of you feel that you need to change in order to get this person back. Obviously nobody needs to change, but that is just the message I'm getting. I'm getting that there's something to do with change and how you want to progress and how you want to move forward with this person. You want to kind of do things differently. Especially here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well. With it being in reverse, it just means it's not coming together. So this idea for approaching them, this idea for, it's in your mind, it's great, but it ain't coming together for whatever reason. Again, maybe you feel that you can't reach out for this person. Maybe this person's got you blocked and you're unable to. But you're desperately searching for answers. You desperately want to get some closure, maybe a conversation with this person. Maybe some of you want this person back. How does the person my Taurus is dealing with currently feel? How does the person my Taurus is dealing with currently feel? Can you tell me? What can you tell me? Sorry, seems like that. There we go. It was throwing the load out. 2 more, please. That's very interesting. Again, I've had these cards similar, and it could have been for you in May. It doesn't have to be, of course. It could have been for another sign. Again, earth energy. I'm convinced that you're dealing with another earth sign or somebody that's got earth in their placements. Again, this person could just be a hard worker, but the energy to you is very, very similar in that, as we say, it's a fixed sign. And sometimes when I'm reading for Taurus, Capricorn could be quite similar as well. Obviously, you're both earth signs, Virgo. You kind of know when you're dealing with another earth sign, traits, etc., energies. It's all very, very similar. So that's why I think that possibly you are dealing with somebody that's got earth in their placements, maybe as a sun, maybe as a rising sign, or something like that. Anyway, yeah. Parts of them again, they're kind of mirroring you in that I think they reflect back on this relationship and they want to come back and do new things. That sounded a bit... They want to do things differently. It's kind of like almost saying that if they had the chance, they would do things differently. I don't know if it's doing things differently with you in the relationship or doing things differently about how they handled the situation of them walking away. Or again, I could be reading energies could be flipped. It could be you. I could be reading, as we know in tarot, energies flip. Vice versa. I could be reading theirs as opposed to yours. But I'm almost convinced that this person was the one that walked away from you. But I think they have regrets on how they handled that situation. Definitely regrets on how they handled that. I think they would have done things differently. This person is currently not satisfied with how things have worked out. Part of them wants to come back, part of them wants to reach out. I also want to say on the bottom of the deck, which I'm going to show you, which is always important when I do my readings, is the Two of Swords, which is an element of confusion surrounding them, surrounding their current energies. I don't know if this person had, I don't want to say third party, I never do unless it becomes apparent. There's no point making a mountain out of a molehill. But I will say for some of you, they may have had a decision surrounding another relationship. It might have been a choice between you and somebody else, and they felt that they couldn't tell you about that person at the time. And it kind of left them a little bit confused whether it should have been you that they went with or whether this person. But there's definitely an element of regret around the way that they handled the situation. It could also be for some of you, they regret leaving, they regret going off, possibly with somebody else. I'm not getting that as a heavy third party energy. I don't think there's been any lies, cheating. You know, it could have just been someone they were talking to, someone they were connecting to, that didn't go the whole hog because they were in a relationship with you. But just take that if it resonates. Again, that won't resonate with everybody. It's just a message. I do feel I have to point that out when I get the Two of Swords, especially in my reading. And when it comes out with the Three of Pentacles as well, the Three of Pentacles to me, and how my cards talk to me, is teamwork and wanting to kind of build on something. But the way it is in the position and the way I'm reading it is, especially with the Hangman as well, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, is that thing is more or less with you. But I get it's to do with how they left a situation. That if they could turn back time, they would, and they'd handle the situation differently. Why is all this happening? Why is all this happening? Or why did all this happen? What can you tell me? Three of Cups, interesting. Yeah. For those that the person they were connecting with had somebody else in their sights, and you feel that they've now chosen them over you, I don't think that relationship is necessarily a good one for them, and I think they now know it now. Especially with the Three of Cups, it's usually read as a celebration, but it could also be read that the person that you're dealing with is kind of connecting with somebody that's classed as a karmic relationship, in which case that has become apparent, or it will be becoming apparent to them, which is why they regret kind of walking away from you. Again, if you don't want this person back, I'm here to tell you that they're still thinking about you. What are the future energies for my Taurus, please? Future, obviously, I'm reading for June, but it could play out a little bit later. Future energies for my Taurus for June, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. These cards have been shuffled so well, but it's kind of like deja vu about where they are coming out. I'm going to have a look back at some readings and see if it was actually you or whether it was a different sign, because this is really, really similar to another storyline that we've had for either another sign or for you back in May. Anyway, okay, let's have a look what we've got again. Page of Cups. That is my card for, and especially we're going through a Mercury retrograde at the moment, it can bring anything back up. It can bring past, it can bring exes back into your life. Page of Cups. You're going to hear from this person. You are going to hear from this person. We've also got the Five of Swords in here as well. There's lots of fives in here as well, which means that I think we're in for a month of change, whether that's changing feelings, whether that's changing this pattern of going from stalemate, going from not hearing from anybody, stuck in kind of a stuck energy, not moving forward, to actually moving somewhere. Or it could also be a warning that when you do hear from this person, just to kind of try not to let all your feelings go at them straight away, because it could end up in a slight argument with this person. Again, that is just a warning, because I know that, you know, if you've got a load of anger, especially if you've got any closure that you need to deal with, and it can all come rushing out, it could end up in a little bit of a conflict with this person, a little bit of a battle, just a little bit of an argument. That is just a bit of advice, really, on just how you play it. But I think this person you're going to hear from them in the future. Again, we're looking at June. It could play out a little bit later. Yeah. It's really interesting because I've got the word offer, but I don't see it. That's just coming to me. It's being given to me, but I don't see it here as necessarily in the cards. But maybe they come back with an offer, or there's some kind of offer that you get. I have no idea what that's meant to mean. I think for some of you want this person to come back. I mean, I know you do for the closure, but a little bit more. You might want a little bit more from this person. There's still some feelings there for this person that have never gone away. But they're definitely going to be making themselves more, I don't know, I can't explain what the image I'm getting, but they're kind of like, they're going to be around you more. Whether that's they're going to reach out by phone, or if you, I don't know if you live at a distance from this person either. But it's almost like if you live at a distance from this person, you're not expecting to run into them, you're not expecting to see them because, you know, they live far away, but you do. It's almost like it comes as a surprise that this person is suddenly going to be around you again. It might throw you a little bit out of balance as well, that you're not expecting to see them. And it's when you least expect it. It's when you least expect it, this person's either going to message or is suddenly going to pop up. I don't know, it might be like, I also get an image that you see a picture of them, and it kind of throws all sorts of emotions, because you're striving for that balance in your life of a happy relationship, happy home life. And it kind of throws you a little bit off balance because it's a reminder of what you had with this person, kind of thing. What the future energies for the person my Taurus is dealing with, just to close it off. Future energies for the person my Taurus is dealing with. It was almost like you were mirroring one another, because I saw the Three of Cups in the bottom of the deck, but there's also the Two of Cups there. I'm going to shuffle once more for some reason. I just felt, oh, okay. Well, the Two of Swords finally came out, like I was mentioning before. It came out in the reverse though. But let's start with there's lots of twos as well. Lots of twos, lots of fives, lots of threes. There's all sorts here. It's definitely a storyline for somebody anyway. Two of Cups. It's almost, again, like I said, offer. It's almost like this person wants to come back and offer you a relationship. Two of Swords has come out in reverse, which is really, really interesting in that it's kind of like they put the past to bed. Maybe if they were connecting with somebody, they're no longer connecting with that person, which has kind of left them free to be around you more, to communicate with you more, to kind of try and get back in your life. Again, lots of earth energy. We've also got water, a little bit of air, but it's mainly earth and water that we're dealing with here. It's going to be, when I say that, I don't think they're going to suddenly, especially with it's the Son of Pentacles in this deck, I don't think they're suddenly going to rush in and sweep you off your feet again and come with an offer. It's going to be slow moving. This is the kind of like the vibe and the theme all the way through the reading is this is happening, but it's happening slow. It's going in the right direction. It's going to take time. But I just think you'll notice this person a little bit more. Maybe you'll notice the picture a little bit more. They might flash up on social media if you're not blocked, or they might unblock you. It's that kind of, the vibe I've got is that you'll suddenly be aware of them a lot more. And that's when it's kind of like it'll swing to a positive change, where from there you might get a little bit of contact after that. And then going forward, it's going to take its time before they offer you. It's like they want to offer you love. We've got, and even before I looked at their future energy, I mentioned that the word offer. They want to offer you something, but it's almost like they can't get the words out. It's almost like it's not going to come yet, but it's in the mind too. It might be that because of the way that they might have treated you, or the way that you currently feel, they might think that you're not ready for them to rectify things yet, because it's kind of like almost like they need to prove themselves. But whatever it is, especially with the Two of Swords in reverse, it's kind of like they're no longer confused. The curtain has been lifted. They're no longer confused whether that was a relationship that they might have gone towards and they realised it was a mistake. That is put to bed, and they've coming back to put the focus on you, and that is where I'm going to leave it there for you, Taurus. I feel that was quite a positive read in the end, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.